this is Goliath. Look at how big he is. Do you guys remember him when he was a little teeny peeny kitten? Yeah. And now I have cat hair. The joys of being a cat mummy. I have lost my brush. I think I've had too much coffee for the day. I have still got cat hair on me. Okay. Note to self, do not kiss the cat when you have on chapstick. I really haven't lost my mind, guys. I'm just kind of delirious. Hi guys. Okay, so I haven't been here in a little while. I missed Monday. I've been really, really busy and I accidentally deleted a video that was supposed to go up on Monday. So I couldn't put up anything on Monday. I didn't have any time to film anything else. And so I am filming now. This is going up. Today's Thursday. And again, really, really sorry for missing a day. But I hope you guys will forgive me. And I did this really, I think it's a beautiful look. It's something I would definitely wear to a party. It's kind of inspired by all the bright, fun colors that you see at carnival time, except that it's not a carnival makeup as such, because you know those tend to be very over the top. We've got these huge costumes with all these diamonds and sequins and beads and feathers, and carnival makeup tends to be over the top. But this is kind of like my carnival inspired but more wearable look. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoy it. If you want to see how I did it, please keep watching. It's been crop over, and of course the last week has been the culmination of the crop over season in Barbados, and that means there have been tons of parties and fetes, and then of course Monday was GRWM day, and makeup artists in Barbados on GRWM morning work really, really hard from about 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even earlier. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this fun look. So like I said, I've already got my foundation on. I think I said that, and I've already got my brows on it, and I've done my contouring already, but I have not put any blush yet because I want to see how this look is going to come out first before I decide what kind of blush I'm going to go for. I had this love affair going on with blue and blue eyeshadow, especially lately. So I'm just going to go into it and we'll see what craziness happens. Don't know what, you know, look I'm actually going to do. This is going to be fun. So I am going to start by priming my lids, and I'm going to use my electric blue color tattoo for that. I also haven't done a talking video in a long time, just because, again, being so busy, I've just been filming myself getting ready. Put them up as get ready with me's. And so I apologize if you guys think that that's a little bit of a cop-out, but it's a way for me to play around with makeup and still put up videos while being super busy and not having the time to film a talking video. Just taking it right up to the crease line. So like I said, on the mobile lid, and making sure that I get it into my lash line as well. I'm not going to take it right into the inner corners. I'm going to stop just short. I really want to get my hands on those the new Maybelline color tattoos, the leather ones, I think they're called. Oh, I'm dying to get a hold of them, but they're not in Barbados yet. So now I'm going to go in for my crease color, which I want to get on, you know, before I put on my lid color, so that I have a nice transition going up. So I'm going to use my Coastal Scents stuff, and I'm going to go between these two. This one, which is called, oh dear, Petal Peach, and this is called Earth Rose. So I'm going to go for Petal Peach first, and then I'm going to take Earth Rose through again so you can see what I'm doing. I like using, especially with blue, I like pairing it with warm colors because blue can tend to be very cool. Of course, it is blue. And I have a warm skin tone, and so to balance that out, pairing it with, you know, warm crease colors or warm lower lash lines or very warm blush or very warm lipstick, those kinds of things can help you to balance out the coolness on the eye. So I'm getting this all over my crease and quite high under my brow and blending it out. It's a very sheer color anyway, at least on me because I am darker, more tan. And then I'm going to go for a slightly smaller, stiffer brush for the Earth Rose and get that right into the crease itself. It's always nice to use at least 2 colors for your crease color and fading upwards, especially when you're doing the smoky eye, because that's what gives you a really, really beautiful transition. And blend out the edges as you go. And the more you blend and blend as you go and build, the better it's going to look. And now we're going to go in for the blues. I think I may actually use a little tiny bit of my indigo from my Coastal Scents palette. So I'm going to take my flat packing brush and a little bit of that indigo from Coastal Scents and just pack it on. I'm being very careful here because I do already have on my foundation. And blue fallout is just one of those things that you cannot correct. You'd have to go back in and do it all over again. I'm also going to take it into the crease a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with that blue color from the Wet n Wild palette. Blue had me at hello. Same brush. I'm not even going to bother to clean it off. It's not necessary. There's something really lovely about a blue smoky eye, I think. It's blue, and so it's funky, but it's kind of classic anyway. I don't know. I can't describe it. Especially when it's this kind of blue. You know, we're not talking about a Mimi pastel blue. We're talking about nice, deep, royal blues and stuff. And now I'm going to go through with the stiffer brush. This has on, you know, it's got a little tiny bit of the earth rose color left in it. So I'm going to start to just buff over. I'm not trying to add, I'm not adding any more color, and I'm not really trying to blend it upwards. I'm just trying to soften the line so it's not as sharp as that. You see, it kind of gets to be a little bit softer and prettier. And then what we're going to do is going to go back in with a little bit more of that blue color and build it up, because when you blend you tend to lose a little bit of your color intensity. And basically just keep doing this until you're happy, and then take your big fluffy brush and go back over the edges one more time. If you want to stop a look from becoming clownish, it is absolutely vital that you blend like if your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Okay, so now I'm going to go in for this bright teal color, which is so gorgeous, and I'm going to take this into my inner corner. And I'm going to just work it a little bit over the blue, the darker blue that we have there. If you look at that color, oh, it's so pretty. Can you see? Now what you want to do is you want to stop and look in the mirror and make sure that you are even, straight ahead into the mirror. So I'm going to go in with my NYX. I actually got this in a gift bag because I went to, yes, that's something fun that happened this weekend. I didn't mention it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, Lauren, Queen of Blending, was here in Barbados. She was brought in by Exotica Makeup and Extensions. That's a store I go to all the time. It's where I get all of my NYX stuff in Barbados, and they actually worked with her, brought her in to do a meetup and a seminar, a makeup seminar, and then she also did makeup for some lucky girls on Crop Over for Grand Kadooment, the big, you know, our big final carnival. So she got introduced to the craziness that is Barbados during Crop Over time. She's so lovely. It was so much fun to meet her. And so I went to the seminar that they put on, which was on Sunday, and we got a little gift bag with some goodies, and I'm going to use two of them today. So I'm going to use these two. This is the lipstick I'm going to use, which is the Butter lipstick, and I don't own any of these, so I'm really excited to try this one out. And I'm going to use this. It's the retractable eyeliner, waterproof, and mine is MPE 13 Blue Eyes. That's what it's called, and it's this kind of like bright, metallic, kind of fairy blue kind of color. So I'm going to line my lower lash line with this, kind of tight into my eyelashes. Now these pencils claim to be waterproof. I don't know how waterproof they are, and I'm going to test that theory right about now by putting it in my waterline, which is of course a gamble because I wear contact lenses. But I'm home, so it's okay. I can always take them out if it starts to bother me. But I'm going to line my waterline with this. And I'm pushing it right into my eyelashes to close up any of those gaps. I'm going to tightline with black, so just so that you know. But you can of course tightline with blue if you want to. I'm going to use my Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eyeliner, which is also not bad for the waterline. I'm just going to get it right up into my lashes. I am wearing my Lavish Lash Extensions. I think I mentioned that. Now I'm going to use my Blue Brown Pigment. And what I'm going to do first is take it on a fluffier brush. So I'm going to use a Real Techniques base shadow brush. Take up a tiny amount of this on the tip, the very tip of the brush, because I want that reddish brown base to show through more than the blue duochrome that's in it. And I'm going to run that along my lower lash line and blow it out ever so slightly. You can go as far down as you want to. I'm not going to go super far down. And now I'm going to go in with my finer brush and just pack it on a little bit closer to the lash line. So I'm just going to use a wet wipe and clean off my little teeny brush. And I'm going to go in with Lumi from Sugar Pill. So it's going on a tiny bit wet at first because I did wipe my brush on a wet wipe. And so I'm going to wait until it dries a little bit and then I'm going to buff it out. Okay, so it's kind of dried now. So I'm just going to soften it ever so slightly. And then the last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on a tiny little bit of my MAC Reflex Teal. And I'm going to put it right here. Kind of like where the lighter blue meets the darker blue. Like so. And of course you could skip this step if you wanted to. I'm just going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm using my Maybelline the Falsies Big Eyes, the side that's for the lower lashes. The lashes I'm going to use are by Ardell. They're the Claudias, and now these are way too long naturally for me to wear. They're far too long for my eyes, and so I measured them, cut off the outer edge that would not have fit, and then I actually layered it on top, if you can see. Okay, so my lashes are on, and the last step for the eyes is just a little bit of a highlight to brighten up the brow bone, and so I'm going to go in with my light apricot color from Coastal Scents. I'm just going to sweep it under there. You want something that is quite sheer, has a tiny little bit of shimmer, but nothing much. That's it for the face, for the eyes, sorry, and I'm going to go ahead and do my face, the rest of my face now. I'm going to use the same light apricot color on a fluffy brush like this as my highlight color. I'm going to hit the top of my cheekbone. This is a really beautiful highlight color. It's very comparable to MAC Soft and Gentle. Now for blush, I'm going to keep it quite simple. I'm going to go for a very kind of, it's warm, and it's an apricot kind of color, but it's very, very similar to the color that I naturally go when I flush, so that it doesn't really compete with the rest of the makeup, and it just kind of makes you look healthy, as opposed to making you look like you've got blush on. And I'm kind of hitting the whole cheek with it, again, so that it's a nice flush. Now it's time for lips, and I'm going to line my lips a little bit. I'm going to kind of combine two colors. So I'm going to use a mixture of my NYX long lip pencil. It's in the color Pinky, looks like that. And then I'm going to use my NYX Soft Brown. First I'm going to use the Soft Brown. I'm just going to use this to define my lip. Okay, don't talk while you do this. It's a bad idea. I say as I keep talking. And now I'm going to just go over it very, very gently, because this pink is quite strong, but when I've mixed it with that neutral brown kind of color, it's going to go a little bit softer. You'll see what I mean. And now I'm going to go in with my butter lipstick, and this is in the color Gumdrop. It's really, really pretty baby pink. And I was afraid, I thought this was going to look really weird on me, but it doesn't. And so that's it for the finished look. I think it's really, really pretty. Pink is a beautiful color to wear with blue. They just complement each other really, really well. And as you see, I kept the rest of my face really nice and warm because I've got a cool lip and a fairly cool eye going on, although I did use some of the warmer colors to balance up the eyes. And so that's how you can get a really nice balanced, cool and warm look if you have warm skin, excuse me. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Yeah, I had fun making it. If you recreate it, please remember to share it with me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow my Facebook page. I also have a funding campaign going on. You guys know about that if you see my video. I'll link everything down below. Please, if you would, support that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of my clients that came to me on Good Morning. It was a blast. I had a great time making you guys up. And I'll see you guys all in my next video.